They told you crashes are dangerous. They told you to panic. They told you to sell. So explain to me, why does every billionaire get richer during chaos while you get poorer? And more importantly, what do they understand about crashes that you don't? Because if the situation with Iran escalates, this might not be a disaster. This might be the greatest financial opportunity of your lifetime. Let's get something straight. A crash is not destruction. A crash is a clearance sale. Everything you couldn't afford, everything that fell out of reach, everything that builds real wealth gets marked down. Stocks, crypto, assets, land, businesses, the same assets that build empires, now sitting there discounted, waiting for someone to snatch them up. So the real question is, will you be the buyer or the victim? Every major crash in history has recovered. 2008 financial crisis, the market multiplied after. The COVID crash, fastest economic recovery ever. Dot-com crash, birthed trillion-dollar tech giants. Why? Because this is not the 1930s. This is not the Great Depression. Back then, there was no deposit protection. Banks collapsed and people lost everything. There was no welfare systems. Spending stopped. No economic safety nets. Whereas today, governments pump money into the system. There's social security, which means constant spending. There are government jobs, which means stable income flow. There are bank deposits, which are protected. The translation is that the system bends, but it doesn't break. So if the system won't collapse completely, then what is a crash in reality? It's a transfer of wealth, from the emotional to the disciplined, from the fearful to the strategic, from the weak to the kings. Markets collapse, panic everywhere, fear dominates headlines. People are selling everything, running, hiding. But Warren Buffett understood one thing most people don't. Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. He realized that crashes don't destroy value, they reveal opportunity. While the world panicked, he bought massively companies, assets, positions. And when the market recovered, he didn't just survive, he dominated. So what do you see? When the market drops 30%, do you see fear or do you see a 30% discount? Because the answer right there determines your entire financial future. Now bring it back to today. If tensions involving Iran escalate, markets could react. Crypto could drop, stocks could dip, global uncertainty could spike. But understand this clearly. Unless America collapses as a nation, the market will recover. It always has. War, pandemics, natural disasters. That's short-term chaos and long-term opportunity. You've been trained to fear crashes, but kings are trained to prepare for them. Because crashes don't ruin people, they expose people. The undisciplined panic, the average freeze, the elite execute. So let's close the loop. Why do billionaires get richer during crashes? Because they don't see crisis, they see control. They don't react emotionally, they position strategically, and when everything is falling, they're the ones buying the future. So when the next crash comes, and it will come, ask yourself one question. Are you watching history or are you buying it? Do not be deceived.